I'm a civil engineer who loves Disney, and I'm here to tell you why Muppet Vision 3D and Muppet Courtyard failed because of bad urban planning. For reference, I have a bachelor's degree in civil engineering with a concentration in urban planning, and it is also just a passion and an interest of mine. And with the recent news that Muppet Courtyard was being replaced by Monstropolis, I realized I had a total understanding of why, and I wanted to share it with you. Right now, if you go to Hollywood Studios, you can walk down Grand Avenue and end up in Galaxy's Edge, or make a left and end up in Muppet Courtyard. But before they built Galaxy's Edge, if you walked down what is now Grand Avenue, you would end up in the Streets of America. The Streets of America were a part of Disney's Hollywood Studios, or Disney's MGM Studios, that resembled a backlot. They were primarily facades with a couple of attractions like the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids playground and some live entertainment and characters and the Lights Motor Action show. The only piece of the Streets of America that still exists today is this little piece that was rethemed to Grand Avenue. And those three buildings are these buildings today. Now, the Streets of America were not in and of themselves ultra successful because there wasn't that much for guests to do and they took up a lot of space. So for Disney to decide to retheme them made complete sense. But they made a big mistake in doing so. And this actually impacts multiple areas in the parks, but we're just going to focus on the Muppet area right now. Specifically the area in this red box, which seemingly is a sort of random area, but it actually is so critical to the success of Muppet Courtyard. In this image from 2012, let's quickly run through what all of these different buildings are. So we have Pizza Rizzo on my left, Muppet Vision 3D on my right. This red building here is the Muppet store, the studio store that's been closed for many years. This orange building is the Christmas store. It has also been closed for many years. This green area was a Phineas and Ferb meet and greet. We'll get to that in a second. It's incredibly important. This purple area is Mama Melrose. But back to the green area. This area was very, very highly trafficked for two reasons. And it all sort of focused around this building and the building to the right. So the first is that Disney ended up using this space as a Phineas and Ferb meet and greet. You can see all of the crowds in this area. Everyone loves Phineas and Ferb, so a lot of guests wanted to go and meet them. Honestly, they should bring this back. The other reason this area was high traffic is because of the Premiere Theater. To orient you, because I know it's been many years since we've been over here, the Premiere Theater was the theater located behind the San Francisco facade. So we're gonna walk over to this corner right here. Okay, we are now standing in this corner. You can see this was the Premiere Theater sign. Now we're gonna spin 180 degrees. There's that same sign. This is that Apartments for Rent sign where the Phineas and Ferb meet and greet was. And on a map, this is that Apartments for Rent building, and this red area is the Premiere Theater. Now, we talked about the Phineas and Ferb meet and greet. That drew some crowds, but the Premiere Theater drew a ton of crowds. And when those shows ended, people could exit left towards Light Motor Action, straight towards more of the backlot, or right towards Muppet Courtyard. This right here is just so critical because this got people coming in the back of this land. Now today, the Premiere Theater is gone. It's been taken over by a backstage area because of Galaxy's Edge. And what that did was that only provided one exit out of Galaxy's Edge on this side, and that's that green arrow.